Aerosmith really must be one of America's rock and roll institutions. Now, they have a career that spanned over 15 years, and yet they still manage to sound like a garage band, and that's pretty good. They've become a major influence on a lot of new bands these days. They've sold over 18 million records worldwide, and yet they split up in 1979. Joe Perry and Steve Tyler had a major falling out that was complicated by both of their heavy abuse of drugs and alcohol. Well, they came back over 5 years later, not with a new album, but they decided to go out on tour together. Surprising move, but they found that the response was so great that they went back in and started to record. And it has to be one of the great comeback success stories ever. They're now a huge, huge force, both on radio, which they never really got to be as much before in their early 70s career, when hard rock maybe didn't quite make it as much as it is right now on the radios. And they even sent MuchMusic a Christmas card. Could I have the Christmas card, please? Thank you. Here it is. This is what Aerosmith sent us on their Christmas card. Pretty spiff, huh? Well, Merry Christmas to you guys, too. And here's Aerosmith on the Blue Spotlight.
Yeah! See nothing till you down on the muffin and you show the change your ways. I be cheerleading most of you can hear all the time. I can on this. Yes. All the best thing in love with the and the country. Everybody! No! Chorus! Yeah! All right. Now it's your turn.
Yeah. That's good. The Run DMC Association. Was that the best thing that could have happened? I mean, before the album comes out, you're getting ready to put the album out, and Run DMC makes a big, huge smash. It'll walk this way.
You know, it's funny.
Would it have been, would Permanent Vacation, well, I'm sure it's as good an album as it's supposed to be, but you understand the association. Walk This Way coming out, all of a sudden everybody knew about Aerosmith, and then you have the album out.
I think there's a whole bunch of new kids you're talking about that don't know Aerosmith or didn't know of them until this. It made our popularity go zing, but the other side of that is that it didn't happen overnight. This happened like a year ago, more than that. Yeah. We were in the middle of the last tour. They said, come on down. We said, why not? You know, it was fun. We made it fun. I think it was as much fun doing it as you read it when you watch TV.
Right.
And one hand washed the other. It brought us back to where we wanted to be popularity-wise.
more with Aerosmith with Run DMC on the Blue Spotlight.
The Blue Zone from Labatt's. It's out there. The Blue Zone from Labatt's. It's out there, and it's in here.
I'm ready.
Joe and I did some public service announcements for drinking and driving when we first realized that we got to get straight ourselves.
Yeah.
So we just passed the word. This was 2 years ago. And this year, we threw that out, but not as strong. We jumped on this, let's try and feed the homeless and the starving and the people that, the shelters downtown in Boston.
And it's something you can see it happen, you know what I mean? It's not like
giving money to some big fund that you're, you know, like you're paying off a bunch of bureaucrats to shuffle paper and stuff. I mean, it was like, you know, it's all like all those big organizations. I mean, it's like we saw the places where it went. People that are actually handling the food took the food from there and went right to the shelters, and it was like really good.
This thing that we did, you know, for the homeless was great. But Aerosmith is really not a political band.
No,
we're not into causes. We're into getting up on stage and spewing energy out. And that's what we'll always do. But every once in a while, it's nice to do something to just give a little bit of it back.
Yo, turn it down, man. Turn that noise down, man. Yo, what's up with this? Turn it down, boy. Come on, that crash stuff. Yo, turn it down, man. Yo, turn that noise down.
I know what to do.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's always undercover, and I talk to my daddy, say, send your AC till you're down on them, and it's sure to be a changing way. The big cheerleader, that's a real big leader, of times like a reminisce. And the best thing I love it, mother, sister, and your cousin, and it started with a little kid like this. Seesaw swinging with the boys in tune, and the beat's down up in the air. Singing, hey, diddle, diddle, with the ditty in the middle, and we swinging like I just don't care. So to the big chair at the high school dance, with a lady who was ready to play. It wasn't me, she was foolish, but she knew what she was doing when she told me how to walk this way. She told me to walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way. She told me to walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way. Would you give me a kiss? Well, I feel like this. Schoolgirl sleeping with a plastic kind of sexy little skirt hanging way up her knee. It was 3 young ladies in the school gym locking, and they found they were looking at tea. I was a high school loser, never made it with the ladies till the boys told me something I missed. Then my next door neighbor, with the daughter had a favor, and I gave the girl a little kid like this. She stopped swinging with the balls in school, with your feet flying up in the air. Singing, hey, diddle, diddle, with the kitty in the middle, and singing like a diddle care. South took a big chance at the high school dance, so missing who was ready to play. But me, she was foolish, what she knew what she was doing when she told me how the world is made. She told me to walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way. She told me to walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way.
More Aerosmith just ahead on the Blue Spotlight.
What can make a great time truly great? Take a splash of what's hot, a pinch of something wild, and a dash of the unexpected. Then you shake it up. Some people call it the Blue Zone. The Blue Zone from Labatt's. It's out there.
When I was growing up with Joe, what got in the way, our youth or the drugs? The drugs set us way apart. You know, he'd go in his room with his baggie, and I'd go in my room with mine. And the whole band, for that matter, for years did that. I positively do know, though, that having gone through that, it's almost like I want to tell kids to do drugs. Isn't that weird? It's the worst thing in the world to say. And I don't mean that literally. What I mean is that because we did drugs, it set us apart to the point of death. See, that's why it really doesn't make sense. But the coming back together is the beauty in it. Right now, I'm young in my sobriety, getting my shit back together again. But the feelings that have been unearthed now that I've gotten myself clean back together, now meeting with Joe again, and the rest of the band and the rest of the world is like miraculous. It's like every day's a miracle. So when I say I almost wish everybody did drugs to find out what this feeling is like, I don't know, because I'm a drug addict, alcoholic. Some people probably go through life already like this. But what I'm saying is you took that away from Steven and give it back to him. It's like, whoa, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if I shit.